Hey, you guys, it's a little late for me to be coming on here. And as you can see, and you can't really see me that well, but there's some news that came out today that I have been wondering about for a long, long time and thought, well, no, this will never happen. As long as Anna Duggar is under the influence of the Gothardites and the IBLP, this won't happen. Well, it's rumored to be happening, so I'll have to talk about it just a hair. Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Suzanne Titkemeyer. If you don't know who I am, I worked for Pathos for 10 years. I wrote a column called No Longer Quivering, where I talked about the quiverful world in the evangelical Christianity, the non-denominational taco churches, the churches where there is no accountability. Hey, Celine, no accountability, no nothing, no denominations, where they make it up as they go along. In other words, the kind of churches that the Duggars attend, and they were actually holding in their house for a long, long time. Don't believe what I'm going to talk about. These are just my stupid opinions. Oh, hey, North Georgia, Tanya. Good to see you. So, Brittney over at Tuff Topic dropped a bomb about 5 or 6 hours ago. Yeah, Tanya, I think a lot of us have been wanting her to divorce him. And there is a lot of people around Anna in her own family, her family, not Josh's, that think that divorce is okay for her because of all the infidelity, the child CPE, all of that. And I don't blame them for telling her that, because we've seen with Josh, this is what happens when you have this extreme purity culture crapola. People end up being excited over seeing a girl's bare ankle and end up with a walrus and blow up dolls and other things in a hotel room and worse. Because you have to keep up in the thrill until it gets way too high and it gets crazy. And that's where Josh is. That's exactly where he got what did him in. What happened to Josh can be directly linked back to his parents raising him that way, and they're all their stupid fondling and humping of each other in front of him. You can't repress sexuality. It will come out someplace goopy, weird, wrong, just ugh, like Josh. So Brittney broke this. She said that a inmate at Seagoville, which is Seagoville, Texas prison system, the federal prison is where Josh is held. This guy's name that gave her the information, his name is CD, and apparently he's given her information and pictures before. Hey, Grace Peter, that were right on the money. And so she went ahead and, oh, I'm glad you were able to catch a live too. So she went ahead with this, even though this is just straight out of CD. There's no official announcement or anything. He says that the split is occurring now, that Josh and Anna are no longer together in that way, and that Anna is starting to split off from Josh. And that they call Josh Bible boy or some ridiculous thing. And he doesn't read his Bible or any of that stuff in prison. So I'm thinking this is a pretty major split. And I don't know how much of the whole Duggar IBLP that Anna is still buying, or whether she's listening to some of her siblings that have been eager for her to divorce this guy. Should have never married him in the first place. You know, the Duggars really trapped her by not telling her the whole thing with him. So whether there's going to be a divorce, who knows? In the IBLP, divorce is viewed the same as cheating. If you divorce someone, it's considered as bad of a sin as cheating. That would make sense. I think divorce is an awful thing, but you know something? Sometimes it's a necessary. Sometimes it's a very necessary awful thing. Hey, Tolo reading. Good evening from Smoky, Oregon. Are you getting smoke from the fires? Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. We got those in DC when we were visiting, and it was very unpleasant. We got Canadian wildfire. So Anna has siblings that haven't always towed the party line and haven't always done the IBLP thing. And I know some of them have reached out to her in the past wanting her to divorce Josh. So I'm hoping that that means that she has the kind of support she needs to get through this, because she's going to need support, because we all know that the Duggars are not going to support this. They're going to come after Anna with everything they've got. Now, Brittney over there at Tuff Topic said that Anna is set financially. I don't know how that could be, because if anything has come out in Shiny Happy People and a lot of the other Duggar documentaries and things, is that nobody is getting paid except Jim Bob Duggar. He's the only one. He declared all of those people volunteers for his television shows, and so no one is getting money. Oh, hey, Moonchild Pink. I haven't seen you in a while. So Jim Bob Duggar is the only one making money, and I doubt he's giving it away to Anna and Josh. I mean, Josh had a used car lot. How much could he possibly be making from that? He had to shut that down because, when the Homeland Security raided it over the CP, it was shut down from that point. Let's see if it does happen. She needs to get away from him for her kid's sake. She does. She absolutely does. I agree. Anna could start a YouTube channel and have an immediate following and make an income that way, and also write a book. Exactly. Everybody would be glad to read that book, I think. I would buy it. I would definitely read it. I've already ordered Jill's, and I'm going to be reading that and doing a review of it. So this person is saying, the CD, that Anna has moved on. And I hope it's true. I saw this happen in my old church. We had, not with CP, but we had a lady whose husband had been SAing one of the kids, and he got caught at it through the kid's school, not through the mother. And it took the mother a while to get to the place where she had to divorce the husband, but she did it. And the entire church stood behind her. And I thought that was a good thing. She was told that that was one of the acceptable reasons in the IBLP and others to go ahead and divorce. Whatever KJ says, probably the opposite. Java Man, I don't think she has said anything yet. The only one who's broken this news is Brittney over at Tuff Topic. Jill's book could be interesting. I think it's going to be incredibly interesting. She was a true believer. She was on the inside. And I'm really interested in her book because Jill has done the work. Jill is going through therapy right now. She is going through the kind of therapy you need to be able to recover from that level of spiritual abuse. It has to happen. And I think she's made enormous strides. I really wasn't fond of Derek when he first arrived on the scene and they first got married. I thought this was going to be ridiculous, and that she was going to be having 50,000 trillion little kids. Maybe Josh already has a prison spouse. Ooh, now that would be an interesting twist on the whole Duggar thing. I've always been of the opinion that we wouldn't see any consideration of divorce only after appeal. Since the appeal is denied, I could see her moving on. Exploder runner, I hope so. She is a young woman. She is a young woman who's been through a lot. She could easily move on and have a second, third, fourth act in her life. She's quite young. Rumor is she moved to Texas to be close to Josh. Well, one of her sisters lives in Texas, and she was staying with the sister and having her children there. There has been some kind of falling out between Anna and Jim Bob, is my understanding. And I can see that she would want to get away from the compound because, they're probably putting enormous pressure on her to stay gay for the stay. There are a lot of guys that do that. I hate to say it, one of my former guilty pleasures used to be Love After Lockup, and there are a lot of guys on that show that are gay for the stay and then supposedly straight when they come out, and it's interesting. It's just very interesting, these gay for the stay ones. Who knows? Who knows? But if he does have a prison wife, or he is someone's prison wife, I'm sure we'll hear about it. Somebody will talk, because so far there have been people in that prison that have sold him out and given information to various people and sold it. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen with this whole thing. Like I said, don't take this as a gospel truth. This is a rumor from CD and Seagoville in the prison that Brittney at Tuff Topic exposed earlier today, and it's given me all the feels tonight. That's all I can say. I hope it's true, because anytime this happens to you and your children are around somebody like that, even if he gets out, if Josh gets out of jail in 13 years or whatever it was, his youngest will only be 13 years old around and would be at risk. Yeah, I'm sure. Let me make this prediction. If she hasn't already, she will go ahead without a box of Kleenex and jump on it and claim that she has the inside scoop, and she will embroider it. Yep, Priscilla. Priscilla is the one in Texas and owns an empty house. Yep, and I had also heard that about Anna and her kids. And I would rather have Anna down there with Priscilla and the fabulous David Waller than anywhere near Jim Bob and Michelle while this is going on. But still not show her face. Java Man, she is either has some kind of plastic surgery that has gone horribly wrong, or that infection is eating her face. Who knows? So I don't think she'll show her face either. I believe the best thing for anybody is to have a falling out with Jim Bob. Oh my goodness, you are so right. That is right. I don't think Jim Bob Duggar is safe for hardly anybody. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why he hadn't sued certain bloggers. So blessed. Yes, you're right. So blessed. So blessed he needs a case of those giant cupcakes, the cupcakes he likes. They have those here. There's a Costa Rican company called, well, a Mexican company called Bimbo that makes them, but they're identical to the ones that Todd loves. So we got Anna living down there near her sister, and I think that's a good thing. Her brother and another one of her sisters have been urging her for a long time to divorce Josh. So I'm hoping that that happens. And I promised my husband I wouldn't be on here very long. As you can see, my cat is waiting for me. He's over there. He wants to watch the Republican debate. And so I need to get out of the room and let him have his beloved TV while he's lounging on the bed. Love you guys. I got to go. My asthma's horrible. And just keep it Anna in your, if you don't pray, just send her positive thoughts. It's going to be hard no matter what path Anna chooses. It's going to be a hard thing. And walking away from the Duggars is going to be an impossible situation. I'll see you guys later.